Hi, welcome guys. Welcome everyone to our talk. I hope that everyone is excited and ready for today's event, dive into the world of fintech and cryptocurrencies. So before we start the main event, I would like to introduce the clubs involved in bringing this event to life. So I would like to first introduce Agents of Tech, the slides. Yeah, okay, so Agents of Tech is the official tech club in Taylor's University. We devoted ourselves to the gaining and distribution of knowledge of anything technology related to any students who are interested. Our mission is to bring more valuable knowledge and develop technological skills in students to be ready for the working environment of the 21st century. So next, we also have Bursa Young Investors Club, who is a club that educates and nurtures the youngsters on investment and trading, as well as any business-related skills. So they conduct seminars, workshops, and have industrial trips about financial literacy. Of course, as of now, we are not able to do so. Their vision and mission is to elevate the financial literacy level of students in Taylor's and to be able to be a platform for like-minded individuals to share financial knowledge with. And finally, they help develop their members through practical hands-on sessions. Moving on to the objectives for the event. The objectives for today's event is to bring awareness about the fintech industry and how finance and technology work together, understand how cryptocurrencies work and getting started in investing in cryptocurrency. Lastly, to bring awareness about the differences in digital currencies and cryptocurrencies. For today's speaker, today we are delighted and honored to welcome Mr. Fong Wan Kit as our speaker for the day. He holds a position as the VP of Technology in his company and is a people-centric leader with a passion for fintech. So without further ado, I'll pass this time over to Mr. Fong. Thank you.
Hello, thanks, Asher. Yeah,
Right.
Can everybody hear me good? Good.
Yes.
And let me see. Let me get started here. Let me take a screenshot of the participant number. Well, okay, so let me share. You guys should be seeing my screen right now. Can everybody see it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, a big good afternoon to everybody. My name is Wan Kit, and I had a slide prepared for the session today. I have a slide prepared for the session today, and I'm just using it back because why reinvent the wheel, right? So what I have was actually what is DeFi? What is it? Wi-Fi actually what it means. Okay, so and the topics that I'll go through today is what is coin, what is crypto, what is DeFi. I'll go through what is a net of works and stakes, what makes DeFi popular DeFi or cryptocurrency platform, and if time allows, and probably for this section, I will ask AOT to stop recording maybe. Okay, so if we have time, we'll go for a short demo session on how cryptocurrency works and how you don't need an intermediary or a centralized DEX to do it. Okay, so disclaimer, very important. I want to go through this disclaimer. None of the content shared should be construed as financial and investment advice. Please bear your own individual responsibility and risks involved in participating in such new let me open that Slido as well. In such a new and emerging techs. For example, digital currencies, smart contracts, DeFi, InsureFi. Everything shared today is my own opinion, not the opinion of my company that I work for or anybody that I'm here. It's all one kids. It's from me. Okay. And cryptocurrency, plus a reminder, cryptocurrency is a wild, wild west. Anything goes. And because of that, it is high risk and high reward. What do you expect from this? What should you expect from this session? This is meant for people with zero to intermediate knowledge of crypto and digital currency. And hope you guys know what the hashtag means, yeah? It's not financial advice. And very importantly, we should all do your own research. Okay, a little bit about me. If not, if I don't introduce myself, you guys would just say, okay, this is some fella just talking on video cam about nothing. So I'm the VP of technology for Tranglo Sdn Bhd. So Tranglo is a cross-border remittance payment company. We deal mostly in business to business and business to commerce. Yeah, we have a small business section that also allows people individual to approach us to remit their payments, but mostly our bulk of our business is done business to business. Okay, it's just business to business, country to country. I'm currently leading a team of developers, 30 over developers, and I'm passionate about developing leaders, enabling innovation, coaching members to reach their potential. DeFi, decentralized finance, digital currency, and latest technology. I'm the father of two. I am a Christian, and I've been in the cryptocurrency space since 2014 and 2015. To everybody who's thinking, this guy must have made a lot of money, I have, but not as much as you think I have. Okay, so just at the end of the day, we're all in it for the tech. Yeah, a little bit about our intern program. For our company, we have an intern program, and we are also starting to dip our legs and toes into cryptocurrency, digital currency, as part of to help our remittance business and application. Okay, so interns are welcome. We have interns. We have vacancies for technology, project management, business analysts, compliance related. We have a treasury department, human resource, finance, and much more. Please visit the website to get more information. All right. As you can see, we are a very lively team and a very young team. Okay, boring stuff incoming. Boring stuff incoming. Give me a moment while I open up the Slido as well, so I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, boring stuff incoming. And before that, however much I give out is however much that I'm getting in terms of reaction. Yeah. So the more you react, I guess the more I feed off it, and the more value of a training and a sharing session that I can provide. Okay, boring stuff incoming, some basics about cryptocurrency, fundamentals. Hopefully the text isn't too small for everybody. Yeah. So Bitcoin is created in 2009, born out of a white paper. It's just a white paper written by a pseudonym called Satoshi Nakamoto. And what pseudonym means is this person is just using another pen name. It's not really a real person. It's just using like an internet name, Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is the most well-known digital currency and a cryptocurrency, but it is definitely not the first. Surprise to everybody. Cryptocurrency is sometimes referred to as coins, token, or digital currency. The top 5 biggest market cap coins in order from largest are BTC Bitcoin, ETH Ethereum, USDT Tether, Binance Coin, and ADA. Let me do a check here to see if it's still valid or not. Yes, it's still valid. Well done to BNB, Binance Coin. Each coin generally has its own network change. That's why it's called a coin. So a coin usually exists its own network. So the network, the coin that was sent out, the coin that you that exists, that is created from the network, is called a coin. And then other coins, yeah, other coins that is created that is not part of the main coin is called token. Okay, much more better for understanding. So for example, a lot of the coins that you see on the top 200 list on either CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, they all live on Ethereum, and they are living on Ethereum, as created on Ethereum as a token. And Ethereum Ether is the only coin that is basically created from the network and has its own network. That's why it's coin. Transactions, okay, transactions are verified through nodes by the way of cryptography. Okay, what this means, it's basically the nodes, which is your PC sometimes. Okay, if anybody is doing mining, they are solving complex equations to verify the transactions. Yeah, sometimes, so it needs to be completed within 10 minutes. So the difficulty of calculating that equation needs to take at least around 10 minutes around that. So you can imagine how complex that calculation is. So, and then once that is done, that transaction is verified. That's verified through nodes. Simple way to talk about this is you're doing Sudoku to get internet money, okay? Sudoku. Transactions are stored in an immutable public ledger. What immutable here means is you cannot change it. Immutable, you cannot change it, yeah? And it's available, it's public, everybody can see it, everybody can see a transaction going from A to B to C and then back to A, for example. And everything is public, yeah, but it is, since it's public and immutable, it is very dependable. It is the single source of truth. And process of verification of such mining transaction verified through cryptography is called proof of work, and better known as mining. You can see sometimes on the news, there are mining farms, police shut down a mining farm. So all of this, yeah, all of this is actually what they're doing is they are solving complex cryptography to verify the transactions. And they're doing so in proof of work, POW. POW mining requires a lot of CPU or GPU power, okay? So CPU is your Pentium processor, i7, i9, AMD Ryzen, and then your GPU is your RTX 3070, 3080, 200s, and the others, okay? So you can mine, so in that sense, you actually can mine both types of coins. One, you can use a CPU to mine for Bitcoin or any other CPU related mining proof of work coins, and then for GPU for other coins as well, for example. Okay, so you're 100% using your PC or your mining rig, and because of that, mining can be debated as being very energy hungry. It is, I think, for last year I read the news that the totality of the energy needed for the entire Bitcoin mining network can be used to power a small country. Okay, so disclaimer here, is still very much less than whatever our traditional fiat currency infrastructure uses. Other verification process other than mining and POW are proof of stake, proof of space, and others. Okay, but I'm sharing here the most famous one. Okay, check. Okay, market cap growth. This is the all-time chart of the market cap growth. As you can see here, nothing, and then 2017 it started gaining exposure, and peaked up in 2018, and then dropped off to crypto winter until we picked up the gain starting from last year due to COVID. Maybe people have more time sitting in front of the computer or something. I'm not sure, but it started picking up again and reached up to the previous peak and then started rallying again. There was another dip. Actually, not this year. Actually, it's last year. Another dip last year before picking up again, and we are going to be heading towards all-time high again. So from the trend, you can see it's a growing trend. Even though there are many valleys, downwards and upwards, but overall it is a growing trend and an upward trend. Okay, we can only hope, and I'm pretty sure of this, that we will look at higher and higher market cap. Market cap here means market capitalization for those not so financially savvy. Yeah. Let me talk a bit about POW verification. How this works is the transactions, for example, you want to send to A, send to B. you need to raise a request, and that transaction gets inserted into a ledger, which is one block. One block, once that block is filled, for example, inside that ledger, that page can only handle 200, okay? 200 transactions, 200 lines. They have to fill it until it completes one block. They mine it, verify it, and then once that is verified, then only it will be pushed to blockchain. Okay, once it's pushed to blockchain, that is where a transaction gets confirmed, and then people get their coins, either from A to B, as well as those those that are getting the reward. The miners and the nodes that are helping to confirm and validate the transactions. That's why miners mine is due to the fact of they are getting rewards as well. They're getting a little bit of Bitcoin every time they help to reward. And something that I didn't share here is we are currently at 4 Bitcoins per block. Okay, so and after every four years, this reward gets cut in half, and the event is called the halving. Every 4 years, the halving happens, and then people expect the price of Bitcoin to react either positively or negatively, but overall positively from what I'm seeing right now. That is, I just want to bring this up, right? Because it's important. It's not like every time also you'll be getting 8 Bitcoins or 4 Bitcoins or 2 Bitcoins. Every 4 years, it will get half. And every year, the complexity to solve the equations gets pushed higher and higher, okay? Push higher and higher, and you will need to constantly upgrade your machine. If not, you'll be left behind, and you'll be getting less and less chance to validate the transaction before other much more powerful processing power validates it before you. Yeah, there are some questions. I'm not sure, but I'm just, since we are on this topic right here, to verify the transaction, is physical presence of people needed? No, you don't need to be there all the time looking at the screen, okay? It's done via software. Whether or not it's successful or not successful, everything is handled via the software, via the node, okay? And mining risk can be totally independent. Just make sure it's in a non-flammable environment, since it's very hot, and it's getting the energy that it requires, that it needs to be always on. That's all. But definitely you don't need to be there. You don't need to be there supervising it 24/7, okay? Definitely you can leave it there. Just, again, please make sure that it's not in a non-flammable environment. Okay, I'm going to also talk about proof of stake. Proof of stake, it's actually mirroring what we are doing here in the real world. Okay, mirroring what we are doing here in the real world. What this means is it's a probability of validating a new block is determined by how large a stake a person holds. So, for example, you have 10 Bitcoins, then you have the power to validate 1 Bitcoin, just transaction worth of 1 Bitcoin up to 8 Bitcoins, okay? If you have less than 1 Bitcoin, actually not Bitcoin, it's Ethereum, Ether, okay? Ethereum, then you can validate those that's less on you, okay? So what this means is you are staking your coins to validate the transactions of those coins and transactions, okay? You're staking your coins. So if anything happens, they can take from your coin. If anything, some fraudulent things happen, you can take it from the coin. But if everything happens and the transaction has happened smoothly and it gets added into the block, you get rewarded as part of your network fees. Okay, that's a reward. Proof of stake doesn't need CPU and GPU. This is the most important thing. You're just using your coins to stake the transactions and validate it. It is much more energy efficient, a proof of work, but are less proven. Okay, but are less proven. Since more and more coins are coming up with proof of stake, more and more coins are coming up, but proof of work has years of work to have years of experience and work in the resume. So you can take a look at that and tell that it works. For so many years, it's been working fine, no problem. Proof of stakes, it's only come to light probably within the previous 3 years, 2 to 3 years. So they have a lesser runtime and a lesser resume experience compared to Bitcoin and proof of work. This is a much more technical proof of stake verification. For those who are a bit more technically savvy and inclined, this is what is mostly happens, okay? I'm not going to go through too much on this. Okay, a bit of a break to refresh your mind. So this is what normally people do, okay? So if all of us have a chance to time travel back to save the world, no, it's to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. And for everybody who are suddenly looking at their screen and smiling, normally it's because there's a green candle, or maybe a red candle if you're shorting. All right, let me see if there's any questions. Bitcoin crash. Okay, maybe later, but 20% is so Bitcoin coins, digital currency, their price they are very volatile. So their price changes from 5%, which is very minimal, not worth even talking about, to 50% and above. So a 20%, 15 to 20% drop is still within variance, I guess. So it's not something that you would overly analyze. Okay, what are your thoughts on using Bitcoin as replacement for money? You don't need to check for my thoughts. The same thing, El Salvador is actually using Bitcoin for replacement in everyday usage. Okay, but personally for me, Bitcoin is similar to gold. Digital, and when you have gold, you don't use it for everyday purchasing and transactions. You normally use it to store your value, something that either returns you value or you can keep the value. But let's keep monitoring what's happening in El Salvador, since they're using it as their national currency, national transactional currency. With that out of the way, so many coins, so many coins, So let's do a quick check on Gecko. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. There are 9,306 coins and growing every day. The last time I shared this, there was 8,000 coins. Now it's grown more than 1,000. So it's 9,000 plus coins. So what? How do I know which coin? Actually, what coins do I like? Let me just go through this first. Bitcoin, digital gold, like I said before, digital gold, it's similar to a gold but digitally. All right, it holds its value very well. And the strongest thing about this is two things. The strongest thing about it is proof of work. Like I said, a lot of years already that it's running on proof of work, and no problems, no fraudulent activity. Everything is backed up by proof of work. And the second strongest thing is only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist in the world. 21 million. If people say Ethereum also got 80 million, I would double check your research. BNB also a lot. ADA, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Let's see. So 21 million. Yeah, let's go back to Bitcoin. 21 million limit. And what happened to those that misplaced their password to their wallet? Have you ever thought of that? Those that was mining in the beginning days, it was worth nothing. So they mined like 1,000 Bitcoin, for example. And then they misplaced their keys, their password to their wallet that contains the Bitcoin. What happened to those Bitcoin? They are forever gone. They are forever gone. It's probably less. I'm very sure about this. It's less than 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist, due to the fact that people are not so savvy in keeping their wallet password secure, and those things will always keep happening. For example, currently in your view, yeah, like you have this property, you have 3 property. Once you pass on, you will leave this 3 property to your sons and daughters. They are also, since digital currency is so new to the world, so people don't have the knowledge to also incorporate this into their will. So even less Bitcoin exists other from 21 billion. That's my point, yeah. Ethereum, smart money, to me, it's a smart money, but infinite supply. Problematic, but it's okay. Due to the fact that there was an upgrade that happened this year, July, just 2 months ago, to also burn their supply. For every transaction and every block that was confirmed, a certain amount of Ethereum will be burned. Burning here means that it will be gone forever. It will be sent somewhere. You cannot retrieve. You cannot get it back anymore. So it's called burning. This action is called burning. So sometimes Ethereum actually, instead of increasing the Ethereum in circulation, is decreasing the Ethereum in circulation. Good times, but mostly for Ethereum, we are looking forward into next year where it's going to be, it is going to be upgraded to version 2, where it runs on proof of stake. The biggest problem about Ethereum is gas fees. Since it's using Ethereum to burn, you're using Ethereum to send money. So for example, you're sending 2 Ethereum to me, okay? You cannot just put 2 Ethereum there. You need to also put a bit of money there, a bit more than 2 Ethereum as transaction costs. So yeah, so the gas fees currently it also fluctuates the gas fees due to sometimes there's a lot of transaction that's happening, a lot of calculation that's happening. That it will be very high transaction fees. If you want things to be happen right now, for example, you need to pay a higher fee. Just like Grab, you want the food to be sent to you immediately right now instead of waiting, you can pay expedition fee, expedite it. Okay, so let me show you. There's also a website to check the gas fees currently. Yeah, it's called Gas Now. This is the GUI, the gas price. Don't ignore this 5. It's not really 5.30. It's way more than that, probably times 10. Okay, so but good things about it, smart money. Why I say smart money is because you can program it. It runs a smart contract. You can program it to do something with your money. So your money can actually do something instead of you just looking at the money as to send money or to store value. We can also do something else. You can provide liquidity. You can buy insurance. You can lend it out. You can stake it to a pool to provide liquidity again. You can use it to play games since it's a network and smart money. And also gaming, like gaming, both the fund type as well as the casino type. Okay, and USDT, it is Tether. What this is coins, digital currency, really digital currency that is pegged to $1. So purportedly for every USDT that is created, there will be a real dollar, the paper kind backing it. So behind every USDT is $1, real $1. Okay. The reason why it's called a tether is because it's a tether between the traditional finance and the current digital currency. BNB next is Binance Coin. It's a coin that is created by Binance on its own network. It is also a smart money. It's less, but due to the fact that it is created by Binance, it is not so decentralized. It's a so Binance can actually step in to block any transaction or to revoke your developer rights to code on it. Okay, so but the gas fee is way cheaper. So instead of a few dollars to send money across to somebody else to do something, BNB is just a few cents only to send money across, way lesser. And ADA, it's a coin currently, and there's a platform and a main network that it runs on. I'm sharing here due to the fact that it's the top 5 coins. And purportedly by tomorrow there will be it will also be a smart money. Let's see. Okay. That was, and much like 1K, it was actually just a joke that I shared to my previous sharing. So outside of the top five coins that also interest me is XRP, Ripple. XRP is part of Ripple, a bank coin with an established network. This is very interesting and useful due to the fact that it is truly a digital currency, and since it is backed by a lot of banking networks, a lot of financial institutions, that means it can be accepted anywhere. It can be accepted anywhere, and it's algorithmic. So it's not something like USDT where everything is backed by $1 and then people can question it. It is an algorithmic. It is all backed by algorithm, and you can send it since it's an established network, and the network is called RippleNet. Okay, my company uses this to help out in the remittance and money transfer. Chainlink is an oracle and a cross chain. This is a very interesting coin due to the fact that it doesn't function. It is a smart money. It does have smart contract, but it doesn't function as a coin. People, when using Chainlink, they don't use it to send money or whatever. They're doing something else. They're doing analytics. They're sending money from Ethereum to BNB or other chains, other networks. Polkadot next is, call it DOT. It is actually the brainchild of Ethereum, a part of the creator and the founder. One half of it went out and got into DOT, created DOT, and it's interesting. It's on the growth. The growth is very well. It's very well maintained, and it's not just created the network. They also created launch pads. They also created NFTs, as well as coming up with NFT gaming. Okay, for those who are wondering what I'm talking about, NFT, I will definitely cover it. I'll try to cover it towards the end. Yeah. Okay, and Matic. Matic is the sidechain to ETH. What this means is it needs Ethereum to run. So the problem about Ethereum is its high gas fees. Very hard and very expensive to do anything on Ethereum. So Matic rises as a solution to this. What it does is it bridges whatever assets that we have on Ethereum to its own network or chain to do everything. And then once you're ready, then you bridge it back to Ethereum. So you're just paying the bridging fee, but so you're just paying the bridging fee, and then everything happens in Matic. And in Matic, everything is very cheap. Just 0.01 Matic. It's you can already use it to do hundreds of transactions. So it's way cheaper, even cheaper than BNB, Binance Coin. And then I'll close. Okay, and then next I will go to DAI, a decentralized stablecoin. It's made by Maker. What this means is you can use it in smart contract platforms. All smart contract platforms and decentralized finance platform uses DAI and recognizes DAI. One DAI equals $1 essentially. And the interesting thing about this is it's not really backed by $1. It's not backed by the dollar paper money. It's backed by mass as well. So very interesting. And it's not made, the company isn't called DAI. The DAI is actually made by Maker. And Maker, it's actually a very expensive coin right now because it's a decentralized autonomous organization, a DAO. Okay. And there's a few more actually. There's a few more. Let me check. There's a few more newer ones on my radar currently. Solana, AVAX, Avalanche, Axie Infinity, Police, and Phantom. These 5 coins currently is on my. It's very interesting. It's for Solana. It's another similar to BNB. It is a decentralized. It is a coin, and on a network that is created by FTX. Avalanche, another platform that suddenly has a huge injection of cash. Let me share it on the chat. Yeah. Oh, I cannot talk. Solana, AVAX, Police, and Phantom. So, and AXS is Axie Infinity. It's a NFT gaming platform that has its own chain called Ronin. And Police, a Launchpad coin, a coin that I got from Launchpad, and Phantom, another platform. So as you can see here, my interest solely lies around platforms because platform represents hope, represents the future, represents opportunity. Without platforms, the coins are just code. It's only when you put the coins onto a platform that it does something. Okay. Okay, let me check the questions. Blah, blah, blah. Since I'm on the topic of NFT, let me just answer this quickly. NFT market is getting hot and hotter nowadays. Do you think it's just a bubble? Like everything is a bubble. Okay, everything is a bubble. Even your appetite is a bubble. So definitely it will cool down, but currently it's very hot. And probably in the mania stage. So if you want to invest in NFTs, I would say choose the best one, choose the one that has the most eyes looking at it, choose the ones that is trendy. Okay, and when you invest on it, already investing in digital currency, you need to only invest those that you can lose. Okay, this is the lesser of that. For NFT, it's way more riskier, way more high reward. If you really can find the one that you can get in early to invest, then definitely. Okay, that's my advice. That's my advice about NFT. But NFT definitely is something that is very hot currently. And let me go through pretty quickly with NFT. Yeah. So NFT means non-fungible token. Okay, non-fungible token. So 3 words here: non-fungible token. Fungible means changeable. So your money, for example, your 1 ringgit, not much value. Okay, sorry, 100 ringgit. You lose it, or you change it with your wife or your spouse or your friend, you get another 100 ringgit. Okay, so that is a fungible token. Non-fungible means it is unique, means your artwork or something that you own, like your fingerprint, like a picture of you, like an artwork, like your birth certificate, like your IC, that is non-fungible. Nothing can replace it. Nothing can replace that record. That is non-fungible. So that means, right, it is way more rarer, way more unique than 1 Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin. Okay, that's what it means. And because it is it's a unique identifiable token, you can use it for a lot more things. For example, you want to play a game about space, you need a spaceship. That spaceship can be an NFT. You need to buy things to upgrade your spaceship in that game. That is also another NFT. So this chain of NFT creates your experience in that game. In other words, also in other non-game environment, also NFT also you can use it to enter a concert. You can use it to identify yourself. You can use it to get you more reward points or loyalty points. Yeah, NFT can be done to that. But what I suspect the people that is asking that question is because of Bored Ape. Okay, there is a Bored Ape. Let me just show you guys. I suspect the question is coming from because of Bored Ape and CryptoPunks. That one I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it happens. I'm not sure why it is so expensive. This is one of it, just randomly. This is a NFT. It is a JPEG of an ape, a monkey who's looking very bored, and it's 32 Ethereum minimum bid. It's mostly because either the hype of it, the trendiness of it, but I'm not sure. I don't own one. So I can't really tell you for sure. As you can see here, the average price is 16 Ethereum. And what makes it an NFT is because of this. The properties, the background is blue, lumberjack shirt, 8%, bloodshot eyes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is an NFT. It's in OpenSea. OpenSea works on Ethereum, Polygon. Polygon means Matic. We also have one. We also have our own Malaysian. There's a few NFT markets. Yeah. So we also have one that just launched. It's called Pentas. Pentas.io. Not affiliated with them. Okay. Disclaimer: I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just sharing it. Okay. So non-fungible token. Okay. Back to this. This is a nice segue. Let me check. If there's any other questions to answer quickly. Do you think Axie Infinity game is still a good game to buy? These questions actually show your interest in Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is actually a NFT game, but your questions is showing that you don't understand what it means to buy. It's not something that you buy, yeah. You have to really get on board into it. Okay, that's my advice. Okay, let's get back to the presentation. Okay, two general sources to buy, sell, and sell coins and tokens. There are two general sources. You can really split it out. So CEX and DEXs. CEX means centralized exchange, our very own Luno. You can also get it on Binance, but currently Binance is under the purview and alert list of SA, our Pesuruhan Jaya, okay, and commission. You can also go on FTX and KuCoin. Okay, I'll provide the links later. Okay, you don't need to Google and blah 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 and get scammed. So since we have two, what are the benefits and what are the attributes of a centralized one and a decentralized one? So centralized one is a custodial wallet. It means that they are taking care of your wallet. Okay, they are taking care of your wallet. They are maintaining it. They are making sure that they have a copy of your password lah. Okay, but that is not entirely a bad thing. So for example, the example that I gave, you sometimes might forget it or you lose your password manager. So custodial wallet still has its uses, but definitely you have to know that not your coins. That means not your keys, not your coins. You have to really know the difference between this. But with that said, I do think that there is a use for custodial wallets. And another thing is the next thing is KYC. KYC means the centralized DEX needs to know everything about you. You need to identify yourself to them. Sometimes you have to give your IC. Sometimes you have to take a selfie photo of yourself and all that. And it goes by order book. Why it goes by order book? It means that you need to have a willing seller and a willing buyer, and then it matches. Okay, and it's regulatable. So centralized exchanges definitely has uses because it is regulated. Regulated means it's safer. If you are not afraid of scams, you're not afraid of being suddenly the people will run off with your money. Okay, so it has its uses, and it's not entirely evil as the internet will tell you that it is evil. It's not. It's always a use case. Okay, and it's set up for everything. So for example, as I shared before, there's a lot of platform. So centralized access, since it's taking care of your wallet, it's also making sure that it is compatible with a lot of other chains and networks. It means that you can move your money from Ethereum to Matic or Matic to Avalanche back to Binance without you really thinking out how the routing will happen and paying the bridging fee. It will definitely do it for you because it's already set up for those networks. So normally for me, I use it to do that so that I can escape. I can not escape lah. I can avoid the high fees that I pay on Ethereum. Then on the other hand, decentralized exchanges. So you have to keep your own wallet. The wallet is yours. The keys is yours. Nothing happened to your wallet. Nothing to stop you. Okay. So for centralized exchanges, sometimes the wallet can be out of order, or you cannot send money in. You can send money in, but you cannot send money out. Hypocritical, I know, but Sometimes I'm not sure what happens. Sometimes it has to happen. But if it's your own wallet, nothing, you can do whatever. There is nothing stopping you from doing whatever you want with your own money, even losing it in a big gamble. Okay, it is anonymous. Since it is your own wallet, you don't need to register yourself. You don't need to send in your IC and passport or whatever. But decentralized exchanges like here, Uniswap, 1inch, Pancake, and QuickSwap, Ethereum, Binance, Matic, Polygon. It is not regulated. Since it's decentralized, there is no shutdown. It is on 24/7, and user controls the fund. And it's not going by order book. It is going by liquidity pool, which is very interesting. Since you can lend this decentralized exchange your money for liquidity, for their own liquidity pool, and you get a share of the transaction and network fees. So there's a very low risk of low risk for you, and can say medium to high rate of return. But it pays you in their own coins lah. For example, like Uniswap, it pays you in Uni. PancakeSwap, it pays you in Cake, okay, or any other pools that you are part of. They will pay you in their own token. So the risk is there that the value of the token that is paying you for reward goes down in value. If it goes up in value, then fantastic. But if it goes down in value, then it's horrible. Okay. I think for this, I think I answered some of the questions. Where do I buy and sell tokens? Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. So DeFi, what it means, DeFi is smart money. Like I said before, DeFi is smart money, and those that is smart money is Ethereum, Binance, Matic, and Polkadot, as well as Link. Okay, this few. Any questions? It's pretty clear, right? And decentralized finance. So the difference between traditional finance and decentralized finance is this. Traditionally, user goes to banks or institution, then institution goes back to users. You rarely interact with other people. For DeFi, yeah, you're not really like, you always interact with the banker and the banking institute. But for DeFi, everything is happening to the code, the smart contracts, which means it is unchangeable, which means 1 is 1, 2 is 2. That's it. You lend money, you get this. You take a loan, forget to pay back, they liquidate you. Very simple, very straightforward, without any leeway. Okay, so some people like it. I myself also, I like it. I like the I like that it is predictable. I know what to expect. For example, for banks, no such thing. Sometimes you apply for loan in 5 different banks, 2 reject you, 2 KIV you, 1 approve you. But your financial background is the same. Or you pay a loan. Or you pay a loan, sometimes it gets lost in the way, but one of the banks will accept it and then extend your loans or whatever. But for DeFi, nothing. It's all managed and controlled by your smart contract. 1 is 1, 2 is 2. Law is law. The smart contract is law. And how is it decentralized? Traditional finance system, one bank or financial institution talk to the other, like Bank Negara, a centralized form. But decentralized finance system, codes talk to codes, networks talks to network, platform talks to network. Okay, and platforms talk to platforms. Okay, you guys get. Hopefully, you guys get why is it decentralized. And history of DeFi. History of DeFi. Okay, so we started off with Bitcoin, and then okay, probably to advance for some of you. Start off with Bitcoin, and then BitShares, and then Maker came into picture. So this isn't DeFi yet, yeah. So what happens is Maker was already here since the beginning, the creator of DAI. In 2015, Ethereum was born. And then Aave, the lending platform, got into creation. And the first DEX, Ether Delta, was created based on the order book model. But sad things lah. This one was hacked, and a lot of people lost their money. Ether Delta, and then Aave, the lending platform, which is one of the first dependable and usable. It is a lending platform, lending borrowing platform. Okay, I probably will show it if you have time later. And then Uniswap came into the picture as the first usable, friendly, and decentralized exchange that's running on liquidity pool. Okay, and then the yield farming came into the picture because of people borrowing money to the liquidity pool and getting their tons of other tokens. So the action of you providing your money, your digital currency, as part of the liquidity pool and getting the tokens back, that action is called yield farming. Let me type it on chat. Yield farming. And then synthetics got into the picture. And then there's also DYDX, where you can use cryptocurrency to buy real world equities. You can buy shares on it, DYDX. So DeFi summer happened last year. Okay, DeFi summer happened for a very short period. As anything in cryptocurrency and digital currency, everything, the bubble happens and pops. I mean, it gets very hot and then cools down very quickly. Okay, so the bubble pops very quickly in cryptocurrencies as well. Okay, since this is just probably a few years, a few 10 years, a few good years, but so much has happened since then. Even so much has happened this year itself. So when I got this, when I created this slide, the history doesn't really seem that much. It seem very awkward to use it. Okay, what can you do on DeFi and cryptocurrency and platforms? You can send money around the globe, stream money around the globe. You can access stable currency like dollars, pound. You can borrow funds with collateral. But in DeFi, decentralized finance, the collateral that you provide is over collateralized. For example, you provide $8,000. You provide 1 ETH. You can only borrow 80% of it. You can only borrow 80% of it. You can borrow without collateral in some cases, okay? In some cases, you can start crypto savings. You can trade tokens for another tokens, trade your tokens for other tokens. You can grow your portfolio using DYDX. You can fund your ideas by crowdfunding. People are funding and buying into your ideas and startup using their own tokens, digital tokens. Buy, sell, trade art, and earn money while gaming. This is your Axie Infinity gaming, where you are gaming for, let me go with this one first, yeah. So when you're gaming, you get rewards sometimes. For example, in Mario, you get coins. Whenever you go through the level, you get coins. Similarly, in Axie Infinity, every time you defeat the opponents, every time you defeat people in PvP or digital or all enemies inside the game, you get rewarded in something called Smooth Love Potion. And that potion actually is worth money. It's worth something. Okay, so you can earn money while gaming. Instead of you paying the game so you can play it, the game is paying you with tokens that you can trade for other things. So it's a whole paradigm shift in whatever in the gaming industry. Okay, and then buy, sell, trade art. I've shown you just now about the Bored Ape. It's one of the NFT. So the NFT, the big boom in the NFT market is mostly on the art scene. Now I'm not sure why is it so expensive. Maybe art collectors are good, are used to it, or maybe sneaker collectors can tell me why. I myself am not a sneaker collector, but it's mostly born out of that. The concept of uniqueness and rarity. That's what makes it so valuable. Definitely you can do it in Pentas, either Pentas or a lot more NFT markets in the scene. Currently it's very hot. Yeah, I got a direct message. Would I consider the NFT market a bubble now, considering literally anything sells? So misconception, not anything sells, only the most trendy NFT sells. Only the most trendy community will help buy your art. So it does seem like a bubble where anything can happen. Anything, just put money in it, you'll get it back 10 times in return. That is a misconception. That is a misconception due to the fact that it's only the most hyped, trendy, and the project with a strong community. Those are the ones that will be successful and will get you the most return. Otherwise, what you have is just a JPEG. Okay. Yeah, a good one from Nicholas Huang. Don't steal other people's art to sell as NFT. And yeah, I also got a question from the crowd about how do we upload NFT to sell it. So for example, in Pentas, right? In Pentas.io or in OpenSea, you pay a minting fee. So if you have the artwork, you upload it. Okay, hopefully it's a high quality artwork. You upload it, either 3D or a movie or a JPEG or a 2D picture. You upload it and you pay a minting fee to register it on the network as an NFT. That's all. That's all. And then you list it in the marketplace. How much are you selling it for? So you pay a minting fee to list it on the market. The minting fee will cost much more expensive in Ethereum due to the fact of the gas fees, but you can also do it in Binance as well as Solana and AVAX. Most of the major L1 layer 1 platforms can and will accept NFT and does have its own NFT market. So you just need to, firstly, you have to pay the minting fee, mint your artwork as an NFT, and then you list it in the marketplace. Very simple. But again, it's not I don't see it as a bubble. It's just a bubble in the media, but it's not, because I have been burned, and I'm sure you will be too if you think this, that any NFT that you take part in will get you return. That's definitely untrue, because creating an NFT is so easy. What gives it value? Think about it. Okay, so DeFi Pulse. DeFi Pulse. Currently, what I checked yesterday, in the smart contract environment and the network, is locked 89.8 billion. The last time I gave this sharing, it was 56 billion. So it's almost a 2x in the total value locked. So total value locked here is actually similar to asset under management in any other platforms, due to the fact that it's not really managing, it's a smart contract that is managing this money. So it's only, we cannot say that it's under management, it's total value locked. So it's TVL. Just keep in mind, TVL means AUM. Okay, definitely, this is a website, you definitely check it out and you can check. Actually, let me just open it here. It's not opening up for me. Yeah, it's down. Horrible. Why is it down? Okay, it's up. Oh, it dropped down in value because the market took a hit yesterday. Okay, but it's mostly fluctuate around there. So Aave dominance, why is it here? It's due to the fact that Aave is the single most dominant company in terms of DeFi, due to the fact that you can lend money and you can borrow your own money to get money back. Oh, and also this is the index that you can buy to one shot invest in a basket of DeFi applications and coins. Definitely in this website, You can see the category and the chain that it is on. So Aave is a multi-chain category lending. InstaDebt lending as well. DEX lending, assets. This is where it's interesting, yeah. Because why is it called an asset? Due to the fact that it's also tied to our real world properties and assets, okay, and equity. Derivatives, options. This is called your call and put options here. Payments, definitely. Okay, so do check this out. Do check this out. Since it's so easy to remember, I don't include it in the links that I'm going to provide later. Okay. Okay, firstly, how do I dive into smart contracts and DeFi? Firstly, you need a wallet, MetaMask or Trust Wallet. I'll be sharing the links, and then actually that's all you need. You just need to set this up, and you're off on your way. Okay, demo time. But before I go into demo time, I'm going to answer some questions. Okay, so please insert your questions. So one of the things that I didn't share on the slides are regulations. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm not trained as a lawyer. I don't have certifications. Yeah. Similarly to digital currency as well. I'm not certified as a blah, blah, blah. I just sharing my experience. But regulation is very serious. So what I would advise here on where the regulations are on digital currency is to follow Luno. Okay, the company Luno. Luno is the spearhead, is the company and the party that is spearheading all this discussion with our government and the Suruhanjaya Commission. Okay, so they are the ones who is proposing and working together with the government to get all these coins and tokens approved for trading and buying. Okay, so do follow them. This was also shared by Tokenize as well, another company, another DEX company, digital asset exchange currency in Malaysia, that's saying that they are really thanking Luno for spearheading this. They are taking most of the brunt. They're doing most of the work. So do follow them, and definitely you'll get a clue on what's coming next. Can you briefly explain how NFT works and how does one gain profit from it? Similarly to property, it is, in essence, it is a hot potato thing. You buy something, you keep it until your values goes up, then you sell it again. Okay, that asset, that NFT will only have value if other people also perceive it has that value. Similarly to property, if it's closer to, for example, the property, if it's closer to a MRT, a bus stop, closer to a shopping mall, the value is higher. So that's what people perceive. Similarly to NFT, if people perceive that it's rare, it looks rare, it's unique, and it has value, then you'll get value. Okay, if it's not, it's just a plain simple Jane NFT that you get from a company out of nowhere, you'll just be a JPEG or a music or a video. Okay, very good. A very good question that I saw just now is about why are some countries using Bitcoin as their transactional currency, their main currency for that they can use to transact, where USDT is a better, or a CBDC lah. CBDC is central bank digital currency, is a better bet. So there are two things. Firstly, the decentralized nature of it. So it definitely will ring true to people who has very little trust to their government or any government bodies. So they will lean to the people, something that the people can resonate with, and not, they don't even trust each other. Everything is for Bitcoin. For them, Bitcoin is verified by code, computer, and power. So electricity power lah. So people gravitate towards that. Okay, it doesn't mean that it is the suitable digital currency to be used as a transactional one. For me, I also think that the fees alone will kill you. Just imagine buying a Starbucks and then paying 50 ringgit in fees. That's crazy. So, but that's the reason that USDT is tethered to what? US, a government body. So I'm not saying that it's bad, but the connotation is that people do resonate and gravitate towards something that is, to them, makes more sense as returning power to the people. Are all NFT paintings digital only? The term NFT is a token that's digital, but as evident with anything, you can provide, definitely the artist can provide more value to it, like Red Hongi, okay, Red Hongi. So she actually sold something called Doggy to the Moon. It is an NFT digital thing. It is a digital thing. It's a digital token, but she also ships the physical stamp, copper stamp, to the buyer as well. Okay. So no, it's not. It's not just digital only. It depends on what the artist wants to also provide. You can either provide your original prints to the buyer or anything else. But the term NFT token is digital only. Yes, good one, Amar. Countries using the Bitcoin Lightning Network definitely making the transaction faster and cheaper. I agree. The only way to use it as a transactional currency is using the Lightning Network. And also the upgrade coming soon, Taproot. Stable coins are not decentralized. There are some that I cannot answer due to the fact that we're being recorded. So for those, I would recommend you guys reading up a bit. Okay. I only trade crypto. I don't trade forex. I invest in crypto. Sorry, I don't trade forex. Even though I do think that it's somewhat similar. Will fintech replace banks? Will the world exist without regulations? I think that is the answer. Okay. So fintech definitely will slowly get more and more of the financial institution and banks functionality. I don't think that it will be truly decentralized. Definitely we'll need to find the balance between regulations and banks and DeFi, cryptocurrency and digital currencies. Okay, what's the risk of Bitcoin compared to stock markets? Definitely way more riskier. Stock markets, at least you can get a breather in the weekends when the market closes. For Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you won't get a day off. I'm talking this in terms of trading, investing, as well as working on it, okay? Working on it as a developer.